All right, welcome to Morning Chatter Podcast.
Oh my
This
god.
is your host, Chelsea, and
Starting off, Courtney. We're starting off and messing up already.
we're just it's Wonky Wednesday.
We just have the giggles because we have a friend on the show
Yay,
today. Yay!
Nessa.
Hi, ladies. Thanks for having me
Yeah,
today.
for
excited to have
sure. We're
you.
so excited. We're so excited to learn some more stuff about breath work, mobility, daily activities, things like that, right?
Yeah,
I'm
ready.
excited.
Tell
We're
us
gonna jump
everything
in.
you know.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Right? We'll get you talking, I promise. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself first, and then we'll kind of jump into some of the questions that we have for you.
Sure. I'm Dr. Nessa Parkinen-Lowe. I'm a chiropractor, and I practice in Lake Forest.
Awesome.
I have a family practice. I work with all different kinds of people, so pregnant moms, infants, weekend warriors, seniors, but I really like to focus on movement as medicine in my
Okay.
practice.
Cool,
So
I like that.
emphasizing that daily movement like we just talked
Yeah,
about.
no, totally. Which I think is so important to always be moving, whether it's
Yeah.
like, something little, like even a little walk or whatever, or but just not being sitting for so long. Like we kind
Yeah,
of
you
just
get
talked
older
about
by
that.
doing that.
Yeah, I feel like
Gotta
that.
move,
well,
keep you younger.
I remember that. I feel like it was my dad that was like, "Why don't you stop moving? You're dead."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "What?" Like I don't know where he pulled that out of.
Yeah.
But I always remember that. Like, and my dad's like that. Like even when he's at home, he's constantly moving and I guess
Yeah.
he needs the opposite. He needs to learn how to relax. But,
No, it's good. I mean, my dad's the same way. He's
Yeah.
like 68 or something. He still bikes, runs every day.
That's
like,
excellent.
yeah,
So
like he's
awesome.
he can kick my ass. He's like in gnarly
Yeah.
shape. So
Totally,
it's good.
right?
You gotta keep moving.
But what is your take on that? Like, what have you seen from those who have a sedentary lifestyle to those who are kind of like big on movement? Like, do you see wellness in their mind, in their body? What are the benefits we're seeing?
Definitely. Daily movement helps not only with the physical body, like you said, but also with your mental health, too. And it can be any kind of movement. It doesn't have to be a really, like, fire breather, CrossFit
Yeah.
workout. It
No,
could be
totally.
just a walk outside, a swim, playing basketball with your friends, anything like that.
A
Just to keep, a hike, just to keep your body moving. So like you said, you're not sedentary, you're not losing the muscle mass. And just keeping your circulation flowing, and then all the movement in your joints too,
Oh, that's-
including your spine.
Good joints.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because I think about people who just sit at like the desk all day,
Mhm.
and are like this, and then they get home and they're like,
And you're
"Ugh."
still like that because
Yeah.
you're trying to work against gravity. So if you're
Oh,
holding
I
that
have bad
position
posture.
for 8 hours a day, trying to undo that for an hour a day is not really enough. So we need to try to take those micro breaks. If you're sitting at a desk, if you have a desk job,
Okay.
about every hour, get up and just do some backward shoulder rolls, some neck circles.
And pull it. Really pull it.
Anything like that, just to kind of break that
Oh, even
posture
those
that you've been
small
in.
movements like that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
important throughout the day. So not just taking, that 1 hour to have
Go
your
to
movement.
lunch or something.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So getting in movement throughout the day, however you can.
Like
'Cause
every
I-
time you go to the bathroom or something,
Yeah,
do a
no,
little stretch.
totally.
I need to do that. I have horrible posture. As I sat here, my
Well, I
shoulders
think a lot of
hunch
people
over.
have terrible posture. I
Yeah.
don't think
We're
it's
just-
something
We don't think about it
Yeah.
as much as we could.
we
Yeah.
really don't. Like I even see my kids and they're like little hunchback of Notre Dames, where they're like sitting there and I'm like,
What hamp?
oh God, sit up.
Yeah.
Like, you look like miserable. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I
yeah.
feel like when you are hunched over,
It's like sloppy.
you also
and-
you're a little sloppy, you're not as confident. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? So it's like
and
if
that
you're
has a lot to do
just
with our
that-
mental health too.
Yeah.
And technology doesn't help with our posture
It's so
either.
true.
Phones and computers, we're looking down, and
I do
that
that a
doesn't
lot.
help with that either.
I remember one of the Dr. George actually said, he's like, I know why your neck hurts. You were just looking at it on your
It's
iPhone
very-
like
it's
this,
very
and I'm like,
true.
what? You know?
Well, I saw something, I don't know if it was in Australia, but there was like an article that came out where people were getting almost little like bone spurs, like almost like a horn on the back of their neck from
No.
being like this.
So it's the same if you've seen a picture of someone's heel when they have a heel spur. It's a
Okay.
ligament pulling on the bone, so the body lays down calcium in that area to help protect it. So it's the same with the ligaments on the back of your neck when that happens. So you're going forward, putting a lot of pressure on the back of your neck. Your body is trying to protect itself by doing that.
So I mean, we all look. We're on our phones. So
Yeah.
like, what would the best way?
Yeah,
Just comment this
eye
out,
level
like-
is the best. So if you're sitting like on your couch or something, put a pillow underneath your elbows, so your elbows are propped up and your device is more in line with
smart.
your eyes versus your eyes tracking down to the device.
That's so smart. Well, I even think about when I read a book though. When I read a book, I kind of get into it too.
And then you could
so
do
you
the
would have to
same
almost do the same thing.
a little bit, yeah. And then for every, let's say 10 minutes that you're on your phone, take 20 minutes away from it.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
definitely.
Which is good not only for your physical posture, but for
Yeah.
your mental health
Exactly.
too. You want to
'Cause
try
you can
not
get
to get
stuck.
lost in there.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then all of a sudden I have
sing
that
that
freaking
song?
horn on my back.
Where'd this thing come from?
Gardening. I'm a unicorn. Or a dinosaur or
Yeah.
something. But yeah, I do think it'll be a good thing for those people who are listening, maybe in an office right now. I have a lot of girlfriends that have an office job, to maybe this would be your break to go, set it down, go do your little, shoulder movements,
That's
right?
the simplest
Back.
one. Backward shoulder rolls and then a couple neck circles to each side. Just gets
Just
your,
to kind of say, hey,
yeah, it just
I'm
breaks
here.
up the
We're not a
posture,
robot.
gets some more blood flowing in those muscles, and
Because I have like the
reset a
total
little bit.
opposite job. I'm on my feet the whole time. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like constantly moving around. But I found that I do hold like an iPad. So like if I switch it up sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
that actually helps me too. It's so weird.
That
Like,
would be
it's
weird
like-
to be. That's like your wrong hand.
Exactly, but it
That's
does.
it,
It
it
kind of
makes your
keeps
brain
you on.
think.
Because
Yeah.
sometimes you feel like a robot. When you're like
I'm
doing
sure.
the same job every
Yeah.
day, you're like, here we go again.
What can I get you to drink?
Yeah, exactly. So that would probably be a good tip to just kind of
Yeah.
switch
yeah,
it up a little
side.
bit.
yeah, however you can to help balance it out for both sides.
Yeah, and even like with us working out so much, like, I guess we'll kind of go into like the mobility. You want to go into mobility maybe? Like, what would be some of the tools that we could do, since we all work out pretty hard, weightlifting and,
We're such amazing CrossFitters over
we're
here.
legit. We're going to the games. Just kidding. I just want to live longer. But like, I know Bo does like the lacrosse ball, like with his legs, he'll do it on his glutes.
Yeah, and the foam roller. My
The
husband's
foam
always
roller.
making me like roll. Oh god, it hurts so good. though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and those are good things to do after you work out, not necessarily as part of your warm-up, because
Oh.
it's more of a recovery tool. It's putting you into that restful and regenerative state for your
Oh.
body. So I prefer doing that stuff after you've worked out.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Because I actually go on the roller before I work out.
Oh,
And then I'm
really?
like, whoa, my lats are tight right now.
I usually do it like later in the day, like at night. Is it better to do
That's
it
fine.
after your workout though, like
After
immediately
your
when
work-
you're warm?
you could do it that way, or like before you go to bed.
Like I'll
also,
stretch and roll sometimes.
yeah, will help kind of get you into more of that restful state to go to
Okay.
sleep too.
Okay, that's good. So rolling, sit up straight, rolling.
Yeah, if you're listening to
mobility
this, sit
ball.
up straight right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's your little reminder. I need a reminder to drink water. But like, okay, so we talked about that. Let's talk about things you can do on your active rest day, or like a rest day, because most of us work out 3, 4, 5 times a week. But then you have those 2 days, or at least I do.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do?
What do? Do you just not work out?
Do you ever take a complete day off? Or is it always like something where you're doing like yoga or hiking, or like do you ever just lounge?
What is a rest day? A day taken off of lifting to allow your body to allegedly, but definitely not, recover and build muscle. It's pretty much a day spent in a coma.
I have a hard time just lounging. I guess like on my days off, I'm at work, so I'm
So you're
walking.
walking around.
Yeah, so it's like a walking thing. And then I'll get home and I'll do something with the boys. We'll go out and walk some more.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you're walking, that's still like restful, right? Like it's
Yes,
not like you're running a
absolutely.
marathon.
Yeah, so to me it means doing something that's different from your normal workout routine. So
Okay.
for all three of us, not involving weights most
Yeah.
likely.
Okay, yeah.
So a walk, a swim, a recreational game, or basketball, soccer, whatever it is.
Sports, yeah.
Yoga is really good.
Okay, now I want all my girls in the downward dog position.
Yeah.
That's also a good time to incorporate some stability work. So whether it's your core or hips, shoulders, it's kind of some of those rehab exercises that we might not get to do on our other training days just because it's busy.
Yeah.
You have a little bit more time on those rest days to do that stuff to keep you injury free.
Okay.
Yeah,
And like
you know,
stretching.
Yeah,
Like a lot of
stretching, big
too.
one. Well,
Yeah.
we do that Rombod thing, Bo
That's
and I
perfect.
do, which is like stretching for it. It's
Okay.
like it works on certain things, and you're like, gosh, I'm really not mobile at all.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you
can't
think
even
you
touch
are?
my toes. I'm
Really?
really bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need to work on
I've
that,
always been
girlfriend.
like that though.
Yeah, tight.
But yeah, I need to work on it.
No, for sure. Because you know what's funny is when we did this yoga retreat wellness day thing.
Yeah.
And I said this on the other one. I felt like, I'm gonna be fine. But when I was done, my hips were so on fire for like 2 days.
It's something different than you normally do.
Exactly.
So
it was like a reminder of like, hey, I'm here too.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, it's good to incorporate those different kind of movements on those more restful days
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
have away from the gym.
Well, even like roller skating. I went roller skating with my girlfriends for my birthday. And my inner thighs were like on fire. It felt like when you go like snowboarding or something. It's
Uh-huh.
like that different muscle that you're
Yeah.
not used to using. And
Well,
I know like CrossFit's constantly varied,
When people do this, I don't really know what that means.
but like
They're
really
still
we're
different.
still kind of doing the same things, but we're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
What I'm
well,
trying to say.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Like when I played soccer a few
Yeah.
years ago, it's like I could barely walk the next day because you're not used to like side shuffle
Yeah,
and, you
yeah.
know, moving
No, those
like
quick
that.
movements
Yeah.
like that, which
Yep.
is
It's good to like mix it up.
mix it up. No, for
Absolutely.
sure. But then another technique that you are using is breath work, right?
Yes.
So with breath work, and Courtney's actually kind of getting into this. She
Yeah.
just signed up for a workshop, so
Yeah.
we're super excited.
And I know nothing
Her.
pretty much, so
Nessa
I'm
does, so
yeah.
we're excited.
I'm excited
So
to
when I
learn.
was reading last night, it was saying it's good for like your nervous system.
Mhm.
Maybe like explain a little bit about like what it does and what it's not just breathing. We're all breathing right now, but like
Sure.
maybe like give us a little insight on
what it's doing into
what
your
we do.
body.
Yeah.
So as a chiropractor, I deal with the nervous system. That's
Mm-hmm.
when I adjust the spine, it's affecting the nervous system and the communication between the brain and the body.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this is really important to me. For breath work, we really need to understand that there are two sides of the nervous system. So the sympathetic, or that fight or flight symptom or part of your nervous system, and then the parasympathetic, the rest and digest state of the nervous system. So
Got it.
overall, we want to try to tend more toward the parasympathetic side, that rest and digest.
Relaxing, kind of.
Unfortunately, our modern day lives with technology, we're really busy. Most of us tend more toward that fight or flight state.
Oh.
So that's why this breath work is really important to help reset that and help us tend more toward the rest and digest state.
Okay, so when you're doing the breath work, and this is like those big, deep breath, like belly breaths,
Yes.
right? Not these like,
Yeah.
It's like really like getting in the
Yeah, if
deep-
we're breathing into our upper lungs and the shallow breathing, that tells our body that we're in that fight or flight state. So you're
so
ready.
like when you're in an intense workout,
Yeah.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
we're ready to go.
You're like huffing and puffing. That's all just like your lungs,
All in
right?
You
Yeah.
want to try during your workout to breathe lower if you
Okay.
can.
Oh.
But you're probably not even thinking about
Yeah,
that.
so that's
I have
where
like 400 cues going through my mind, like about like squatting and
Yeah.
this and that and the
Yeah.
other thing. I think I'm like, and then to have to try
Belly
and
so
breathe.
the more
I
the
would
more
die.
that you do the belly breathing and breath work, the more second nature it will become. So
Okay.
then during your workout you can revert to that versus that shallow upper chest
So
breathing.
would that make it so you could almost go longer in the workout, or
Exactly.
make you go
So
harder in the workout?
Makes it so the workout is less stressful on your body.
Okay.
So
Oh,
less chance
you're
of injury
de-stressing
at
it.
that point.
Got
Mhm.
it. And that's with those big belly breaths.
Yeah.
Like
So
when
when
you
we're
can feel
breathing,
your belly
yeah,
come up.
lower into our abdomen and the belly is rising and falling, we're moving more toward that rest and digest state. So when our body is in that state, it can heal itself, you digest better, your immune system works better, you can sleep better. So all of your body functions are really better or work more efficiently when you're in that state. So that's why we
Crazy to
really
think.
want to be in that part of our nervous
Yeah.
system more often than not.
Okay.
I don't think people realize how much
I
like,
don't think
the
so
way
either.
you breathe can affect different things. I mean, I'm still learning all
I
this.
was blown away the other day when I was reading about it. I'm like, wait, what? Like, this is all just breathing? Like,
And
I
it's
mean,
just, it's not even just like stomach breathing, like there's different,
different
like you can
techniques?
do like, you put like one nostril breathing and
Okay.
like the class I'm going to, it's going to deal with pranayama. Like
okay, so is that like the
breathing
faster
meditation.
one almost? What is that? Like when
That,
they,
oh, that's
'cause
like
I've
the
seen-
Kundalini yoga.
Okay,
Where they're
'cause
like,
have you ever seen like
where you're like hyperventilating.
yeah, like the holistic psychologist does it a lot, where she does like her big. What is that? Like when she's doing those fast ones. What is that trying to wake herself up or?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'm not super familiar
Okay,
with that.
okay.
I'm more familiar with the deeper belly
Okay,
breathing.
got it.
Yeah,
Um,
but I've
Awesome.
seen that when I've done a Kundalini yoga class on YouTube. They're doing gnarly breathing like that. We're like, oh, that's a little dizzy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's different.
That's
many
so
different kinds
crazy.
of
So many
breathing.
different kinds of things that is just helping the recovery of your body.
Mm-hmm.
So you do it then when you're working out, but like with us who, like I said, I probably have 500 things running through my mind.
Right.
Sometimes when I have like, your coach in your ear, like, your knees are going in, and I'm like, oh God, I'm working on it. So if we're not going to do it then, can we do it like at night or when
Yeah,
we're meditating?
After your workout, at night, when you're meditating, any of those times is a really good option for that.
Because I remember when you did those mobility seminars at Mission, it was, you started that, and that was right after our workout.
Yes.
So, okay.
And that was for the purpose, some people had just finished their workout, so
Okay.
they were recovering, and then some people were just getting to the gym. So we need to kind of warm up their body so that they're ready for the rehab exercises that I was giving them.
Got
so then
it.
their brain is turned on, their muscles are turned on, they're ready to go, their body can receive that.
So the breath work is basically turning your body on and then helping you rejuvenate everything that you've done to it during the day or all the
Yeah, and
toxins.
getting
even
into
help
recovery
with
then.
like what you were saying, mental stuff earlier. It
Yes.
can help with like anxiety and rage, like all that. Like it goes hand in hand with meditation.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you meditate too?
I don't,
try?
but
One thing at a time.
but
right?
I do the breathing, which is kind of like
That's
my
like
meditation.
Yeah. No, for sure. We recently just started, and like I said, I did it to fall asleep, and I still struggle with it. I'm
Yeah.
just so,
Your thoughts
I have
keep
way
coming
too
in.
many thoughts. Like,
Gotta let 'em go.
I do. Like, I'm like, she's telling me to think about my toes, and I'm like so hard trying to close my eyes, and I'm like, but that's me. I need to work on that, like calming. So I think that big
Yeah, and
breath work would probably let my body know, like, hey, it's time to calm down. Like, whatever happened during the day is done. Let's now recover your body because you're going to be in this body for the rest of your life.
Yes.
So you might as
Focus
well
on your
take care of
breath.
it.
Yeah,
right?
and the more you practice, the easier it gets.
Oh, really? So like every day. We should be doing this every day.
I would at least once a day. And you can spend 2-3 minutes and then move on.
Or even just when you're laying in bed before you go to bed.
Yeah.
You can put your hand on your chest and your belly and make sure it's filling your belly and all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be, a long, dedicated amount of time.
Okay, it's not like Ron Wob where you're sitting there for 20
No,
minutes.
it doesn't have to be that long.
You can ease yourself into it.
Yeah, that's true. I
each
think
day,
that's what I
and-
need to do. And then how many counts are you doing with the belly? Depending on the person?
It
Like,
kind
are
of depends.
is it like in?
For
2,
me,
3,
I like
4,
to breathe in for 4 and then hold at the top for 4, breathe out for 4 and then hold for 4. So that's kind of like a box.
Yes,
box.
that's
Yes.
I was thinking about that. Yeah,
I was just
okay.
gonna say, I think David Goggins talks about that too.
Yeah. So
actually.
that one's
we both
really-
explored it.
Yeah, we know this.
The box. Ding ding,
Yeah.
I got something right.
Ding, ding, ding. What do we have for her, Johnny?
So that one's a pretty easy pattern to follow.
Okay.
It doesn't take
4.
very much mental effort. You're
Yeah.
just kind of breathing in, hold, breathe out, hold, and then continue that pattern. And I usually do 10 to 15 breaths like that, and then just kind of lay or sit wherever you are, and then just breathe normally for a minute or so after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know
that's good to
sometimes
know.
it makes you a little dizzy.
Dizzy?
So what do you do? Do you stop? Do you
So
just go
if
with
that
it?
if that pattern makes
Too
you
much?
feel dizzy, yeah, you can go for a shorter amount of time or just focus on the in and the out.
And
So that-
eventually, I feel like you will stop getting dizzy,
Yes.
right, as you get used to it.
Yeah.
Your body just gets used to it.
You're bringing in more oxygen than you're used to.
Yeah.
So.
It kind of feels nice, like, ooh, it's like a little
Yeah.
buzz.
Well, I don't need a beer now. I
Right.
got my breath work. Well, I feel like your body does do that. It adapts to like certain things. Like I do that Perspire, like infrared sauna thing.
Mhm.
And I remember when I first went to it, I was like, "Ooh, we're gonna die!"
Yeah.
This is death. And then I had to keep getting out, no joke. And now I can actually sit there almost the whole time. It's 40 minutes, but like I can like feel my heart pumping. Like it's
Yeah.
like crazy. And then I'm like, let's probably get out of there now.
It's kind of like working out. You just slowly, like, not get used to it, but your
Yeah.
body adapts and you
Adapts.
it gets better.
Yeah,
It's
and
stronger.
that's the sign that your body is responding well to something when it adapts. So your body is
Okay.
designed
Oh.
to adapt.
To adapt.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but it's good to switch it up too.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to know
Awesome.
for sure. Oh, well, what else did we talk about here? We have the active rest day. We talked about that, right?
Yeah.
Dance, yoga,
Box
Pilates.
breathing.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna say boxing. I'm like, yeah, boxing.
Boxing. Good movement.
Dude, I freaking need to go boxing sometimes. And then what else were we going over here? Outside of the gym, we talked about that. I always feel like that's a big thing, like especially for like people who are gym rats. Like, I mean, I love working out in the gym, but I sometimes don't apply it. I'm not like rock climbing on the weekends, you know.
Yeah.
But it
But
is
just
good
finding
to know.
something that you enjoy doing.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what it is, but as long as you enjoy it, and like we said, on the rest days, it's away from the gym and away from your normal routine. It's you're better off. for
Yeah.
that.
And
Like, even going to
walks
the
are
beach.
just fine.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
You go walking.
Yeah.
I walk a
Walk,
lot.
yeah. so
Getting
that's good.
outside, that
I
fresh air.
love getting
is
outside
really
and fresh
good.
air. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like when we're feeling funky, especially me, I have to get outside. I feel it's almost like I
Yeah,
get
the
claustrophobic
The
in my tiny little
natural
house.
sunlight
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
helps with your circadian rhythm so that you can be awake and asleep at the proper time. So
Yeah.
yeah, all of that is really good.
Well, I wonder what you do then when you're on graveyard, because Bo's on graveyard. I wonder what he should be doing to have better sleep. I feel like he has amazing sleep, though. I'm the one that needs to. He has like that mask too that like, covers his ears and earplugs, and we're obviously not there right now. But I wonder if he should be doing that breath work too. I'm gonna make everyone do it.
Yeah.
And then once you get certified, I'll make you do it.
Yeah, once I learn more, I
The
can talk
box.
about it.
Exactly. So that's so exciting, though. Well, I think we covered about everything. Anything else you wanted to go
Is
over?
there anything
Any
else
other
you want to
science stuff
leave us
behind the
with?
breath work, or is that about it? Right?
I think I
covered it all.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely
Hopefully it
think
was
so too.
not too technical, easy
No,
to
I
understand.
think it was
Yeah.
good. Like I say, when they were talking about the sympathetic and the parasympathetic, that's where I follow people on Instagram. They'll spit that word out like nobody's business.
Yeah.
I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah,
like,
it's nice to know like
explain
why
that.
the
Yeah.
breathing, like what we're doing and what's going on in our bodies.
And back to that though, when you say like digestion, like regulates everything basically, like
Yeah,
like
so
how-
when you're in that rest and digest state of your nervous system, that's what it's designed to do, is digest your
Interesting.
food, work on your immune system, sleep, help you sleep better, your immune
it's like
do
a
that
function.
healing,
more.
breathing
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
thing, I guess.
which I never knew that it had such great power. Powerful laws.
Yes.
This is
The more
great.
you know.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much
Yeah,
for
thank
taking
you
the
for
time
being
out
here.
of your
And then,
day.
do you want to like tell everyone where you are, your
Yeah, where you
Instagram,
work.
like all sorts of things like that?
Sure. My practice is Revive Balance Chiropractic. I practice in Lake Forest.
Cool.
Do you
on
have like a
Instagram, or-
chiropractic Instagram social media
Or no,
stuff?
just your
or-
personal one.
Just my personal one, yeah.
She doesn't
But
want to be on
my-
Instagram because her neck.
but my website is revivebalance.com.
Okay,
Perfect.
perfect. And we'll,
We'll link
have all
that
those,
then.
yeah,
Yeah.
so everyone can find you. So,
Awesome.
all right, well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, of
Alrighty,
course. You did
and-
great.
Thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see
And
you next
subscribe.
time. And subscribe.
I'm literally
I was-
sweating. Does my hair look like I'm wearing a wig?
So some of these people are a little wackadoodle.
I'm like, what is that? You want to cut my hair?
He's a little out there.
Stop this.
Are you sweating,
Alrighty.
mongoose? Yeah.
I don't think we
See?
looked at the camera, but that's okay. Joe
I
Rogan
didn't
doesn't
either.
look at the camera.
No, my hair is down because I'm sweating so much.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a lot of information, though.
Yeah.
I had no idea about the immunity thing.
Are these both on?
That stress will kill you.
He's crazy.
No idea what you're talking about. I'm a beast. What kind of bloopers do you want? That was good, though.